Hello collective, welcome to the channel. It is June 21st, 2025 and the time is 7:05 p.m. Let us tap right in and see what the storyline says for us this afternoon. Thanks for being here, everybody. Collective energy, please. Spirit, collective energy. Storyline for the collective, please. Storyline for the collective. In the central energy for the collective. Ooh, justice reversed. Dishonesty, guilt, punishment, lack of accountability. Somebody's lying. Somebody could be lying to the justice system. There could be a judge that is lying. In the challenge position, the Queen of Pentacles, wise woman, wise. Independent and wise. Subconscious. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. Proposals in marriage. Somebody's guilty. Lying about love in the recent past. Five of Wands. Petty ego. Intentions, expectations. Seven of Swords. Fraud and trickery. We've got a crooked judge here. In the near future. Three of Wands. Moving forward. The lens that's being looked through. Page of Wands. So we've got limitless potential here. Excitement and freedom, and the Chariot. A victory over something. In the environment. Two of Pentacles. Negotiations. Weighing options. Hopes and fears. Queen of Swords in the reversed. A cruel and bitter person here. Cruel and bitter. Cruel and bitter. And the outgoing energy. Eight of Wands. A very swift change. Could be something going through the air travel. King of Cups coming into a Nine of Cups. King of Cups. The love of divine masculine gets a wish come true. Mastery, apprenticeship, skill development. We've got the Empress and the Star. Coming into an Ace of Pentacles, and that's the turn of the wheel. Oh. Driven to succeed is the Lovers and the Two of Cups. Partnerships. Being defended. We've got a Five of Pentacles here and an Eight of Cups. So somebody is experiencing loss. They've lost their money. They're in need. Eight of Cups. They're disappointed, getting left behind. This could be the lover boy here. Knight of, according to the Hierophant, manifesting proper Four of Wands unions or a foundation here. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. So we've got a crooked judge, a dishonest judge. Somebody who is lying regarding love. Temperance. Somebody was lying about a temperance angel. Somebody was lying about being balanced. Somebody has a lack of accountability. They were unfair to the earth angel. Queen of Pentacles here, supportive and wise woman, a parent. Do what you need to do with the genders. Hierophant. Somebody was lying about a temperance angel. Queen of Pentacles here is a working parent, and she's here with the Hierophant. We got the Ace of Cups. They were lying about the love of this temperance angel or this earth angel. Disconnected. They're getting disconnected from somebody's love, from the love of the temperance angel, for petty conflict. Petty conflict with the high priestess, temperance angel. Committing fraud against a temperance angel. Ace of Wands. committing fraud against a temperance angel, a desire for power, they're trying to commit fraud on this new beginning. Three of Wands, moving forward, enterprise, plans are in motion. Chariot, moving forward. Might be going overseas. Limitless potential, got a victory. Excitement and freedom. Based in the truth. You know the truth, you have mental clarity, you might be cutting something out of your life. Two of Pentacles. Managing things well. We've got the Four of Pentacles here. Somebody may be weighing their options. They're experiencing scarcity. It's a Queen of Swords in the reverse. A cruel, bitter, bitchy person feeling over emotional. They were a liar. They're lying. Devil. A lying devil. Very swiftly something's happening. Swift movement, swift action, air travel. News travels fast. Regarding a Queen of Cups and her love. Emotionally stable. Ace of Pentacles here for the Emperor. Financial opportunity for the foundation. There's protection of the money. And this devil is in regret because they have failed and they're experiencing a painful ending. The wheel turns and they're in fear because justice is here, the law of cause and effect. Regarding the sun and the star and what they've been doing. The truth is here. King of Swords is giving generously according to the history. The need for vengeance is in the history, is what the divine stated, and you're leaving this baggage behind. You're out of here, moving on. And those who are causing you an illusion are feeling like a victim because you know the truth and you're excited and you're free here. And this is the end of a cycle. These ones are in a Five of Pentacles energy because the lovers have come together. They're disappointed. They're being abandoned and they're getting left behind from this community, like they're not part of this community. The Queen of Pentacles is bringing a completion to this cycle here. It's over. Multiple priorities with the Two of Pentacles again. So there's negotiations, weighing options regarding sacrifice, regarding letting things go. So somebody, judge or something, was lying about a temperance angel. And again, the Two of Pentacles. We've got a lot of... They were lying about the temperance angel and their ability to manage themselves, manage their workload. This is the third time this has come out. They said that this Earth angel or this temperance angel wasn't able to manage themselves. They lied. Queen of Pentacles is here with the Hierophant, bringing about a Ten of Swords. There's a punishment happening for that. They're getting disconnected from this loving cup belonging to the Earth angel. The Judge lied. The Emperor reversed. So there's disconnection. This Emperor reverse, this tyrant, is getting disconnected from your loving cup. Tyrant, immature tyrant, getting disconnected from your love because they were waging war on this High Priestess temperance angel. They lied about her ability to manage herself, to stay in balance. High morals. They really tried. Taking the high ground. So they were trying to make war with this High Priestess who took the high ground. Stood up for herself. We got fraud here regarding the Ace of Wands, regarding your potential new beginnings. Knight of Swords. Somebody is coming in wanting to play hero. Wanting to play hero. You're moving forward. You've got your Chariot here. You're the Star. You're the Star. Temperance angel, Star, High Priestess. This judge, this crooked judge, lied. Page of Wands, free spirit. You've got your excitement, your freedom. You're in the Chariot here. You know the truth about stuff. You're leaving stuff behind. What the heck is this? You know the truth. Five of Cups reversed. There's moving on. Healing. You are healing from the Seven of Pentacles reversed. You're healing from disappointment. You know the truth of things, and it's time for you to heal because of this disappointment, or despite this disappointment. You know the truth about these ones, lack of growth, their laziness, and you're moving on. It's time for you to heal. Two of Pentacles, we've got negotiations regarding the foundation. Somebody's finding themselves in scarcity. Could be a King of Wands, creating illusions or in an illusion, feeling fear. There may be a King of Wands who's trying to deceive somebody, or they're dealing with deception. We're going to get so... Yeah, because we've got the Queen of Wands, or Queen of Swords reversed, cold-hearted, bitchy, cruel, and bitter devil here. Ten of Pentacles reversed. They're not good. They've lost the inheritance. They've lost their reward. There's a family feud. Very swiftly, there's news traveling about the Queen of Cups. That's a lot of cards. Queen of Cups. Yeah, so somebody's been defeated. We've got this union. This union has defeated those who are creating conflict. Look, and we've got the romance here too. So it looks to me like the Two of Cups and the Lovers have defeated this this conflict, they've overcome this conflict. Two of Cups. Somebody's in resentment and abusing their partnership. Somebody abused this Two of Cups. Somebody got in a Two of Cups and they abused this person. There is a union here. Somebody abused their partnership with this one and they're getting a new one. Then it's a Three of Cups because of the strength. We've got a King of Swords, right? Somebody is in a nightmare here and an Eight of Cups. They're getting abandoned. They lost out. You're protected. Knight of Pentacles could be offering protection regarding this competition with a deceitful entity. Or it could be that there's a Page of Pentacles here wanting to be a deceitful thing. Look, the Temperance Angel, your balance is bringing a freaking tower to the greedy one's foundation. They're in a fantasy. They're in a fantasy. They're in an illusion. They're getting divorced out of your energy. Take it as it resonates. Lack of accountability. Somebody was being, some judge or the justice system was lying about this Temperance Angel's ability to stay in balance, to manage their priorities, to manage their workload. Imagination. They were lying about this Temperance Angel having a balanced mind. They attacked this person's mind. Queen of Pentacles is here with the Hierophant, and they're bringing utter defeat to this person. They're being punished. This isn't funny. Ace of Cups. There's a new love here. And this, whoever this judge is or whatever, they're getting disconnected. This is a Tyrant, Emperor reverse. So you're disconnecting. Love is being, you're disconnected from the love. Tyranny, they're worried. This Emperor reversed, this immature Emperor reverse is getting disconnected for creating conflict against a High Priestess who was taking the high ground and standing up for themselves. Abundant, limitless being can manifest whatever they want in this world. And these ones were lying about their ability to do such a thing. They were committing fraud against this person. They were bringing fraud against this this person's leadership skills. Somebody's trying to play hero. They're being assertive. Self-esteem. Heroic. Somebody might be heroic. Three of Wands, an overseas enterprise. In the Chariot, you're moving forward. You're the star. You're the rejuvenator. And you got your freedom. The star is free. They let you get away. Truth of the matter is they couldn't make you stay. You were much more than they said you were. They lied. They even lied in the court system. Excitement and freedom. You're in your Chariot. You know the truth about this lazy liar. You're moving on. You're going to heal. You're thankful for this life and everything that it presents to you. Somebody's wanting to negotiate. They're experiencing scarcity. The natural leader. We've got deception here, illusion. There could be a King of Wands casting an illusion. But we've got honesty. Can't always expect truth from others, but you can expect it from yourself. Maybe he's trying to get through the illusion, the deception. Queen of Swords in the reverse, bitchy, cold-hearted, and cruel. Devil. Financial collapse. Accept the things that cannot change. There's quick action being made on behalf of the Queen of Cups, who's emotionally stable in a harmonious union here. Fighting together for this union. And they're successful. They know that there's no greater goal than to love. Denying the fear, denying the doubt. Somebody failed due to your courage when it came to this adversity. They need to surrender their need to surrender their need to control you. You're disciplined and you're happy. You can, and you're balanced. You can accomplish whatever you set your mind to. They got to let you go. They lied, man. There's death here for them because you persevered and you have grown. So, you know, they lied. They said that you weren't who you said you were or who you were introduced as, and then they tried to prove it by hurting you in a bad, bad way. So the justice system lied on this temperance angel regarding their ability to stay balanced in the mind and stay and then manage their own workload. They don't know what to do here. Queen of Pentacles is here with the Hierophant regarding this betrayal, and this is not funny. It's not funny. They can't get in this person's face. They don't know what to do. Ace of Cups, disconnected from tyranny, and they're worried about it. They're disconnected from love. This reflection, this copycat reflection, somebody, a pretender, somebody who is pretending to be the temperance angel. Creating conflict with the actual high priestess who stood up for themselves. They're an abundant, limitless being, can manifest whatever they wish in this world. There's no secrets. It's not a secret. The truth is revealed. These ones were committing fraud against the high priestess, temperance angel, Queen of Cups. For power. There's direct action being made here. And there's no shadow. No shadow. You're moving forward. You're in your chariot. The star has freedom from those who are dishonest. Freedom from the lies. Freedom from the fraudulent succubus. Excitement and freedom. The chariot. Moving forward, you got a victory over this. You got the truth here. You know the truth about this lazy, impatient person. You're moving on. You're healing. You have gratitude for this reunion. They're wanting to negotiate. They're in scarcity mode. We have a King of Wands here who knows the truth about these illusions, about this deception. Honest commitment. Queen of Swords reversed. Bitchy, cold-hearted devil is losing the money. They have to accept the things they cannot change. They're confused. Very swiftly, there's air travel or something for this Queen of Cups. Emotionally stable in a Two of Cups union, moving against this abuse. There could be a defeat because of this union. They're successful. They know that there's no greater goal than to love. There's no neglect. People are gossiping about your absence. Everybody's getting what they deserve. You're free from this liar. Somebody punished the temperance angel. They lied about their ability to stay in balance. There's indecision here. This person was not tempted by the snake. This temperance angel was not tempted by the snake. They don't know what to do. They tried to get this person. The Queen of Pentacles is here with the Hierophant. There's an utter defeat for this snake. This is not funny. They cannot get in this space of this temperance angel anymore. Feels like you're alone. They have to leave you alone. Ace of Cups. So they're disconnected from this Ace of Cups. They're disconnected from your love. They're a tyrant. Reflection. A tyrant and their reflection. Their copycat. Their doppelganger are worried. We got facing it in the reverse. They don't want to face it. They were creating conflict with an actual high priestess. Battle ready, standing up for themselves, a limitless, abundant being. The secrets are out and the truth is revealed. They could not ruin this high priestess or their connections. They committed fraud for power. There's no shadow side here. For those who possess gifts of the soul that benefit themselves and others, they're being very assertive. Their cup is not empty. They're not a shadow being. There's moving forward. You're here with the Chariot, the Star. The Rejuvenator has gained their freedom from this dishonest person who was using love as an escape. You've escaped them. They can't hold you back. You've escaped this liar, this dishonesty, this corrupt judge who was trying to convict a temperance angel. Excitement and freedom. In your Chariot, you know the truth about those who were lazy. You're moving on, you're healing, and we've got gratitude for a reunion. The dark side keeps you from enjoying the love you have. Take it as it resonates. Negotiations. Somebody's in scarcity. King of Wands knows what, there's illusions here. There's deception. He knows the truth about this deception. He's in an honest commitment regarding needs. He's being honest about his needs. He's committed to his needs, to somebody's needs. Queen of Swords reversed, narrow-minded, cold-hearted bitch, devil, losing the money. They have to accept the things they cannot change. They're confused. This is a childish person who's confused. Very swiftly, we've got a change for this Queen of Cups who is in a soulmate connection, and we've got, there was a lot of abuse here. somebody bringing about a defeat for this conflict, a defeat for this enemy. With this partnership, they're successful. They know there's no greater goal than to love. There's no neglect here. We've got diamond. Things have been very hard. Maybe your heart is a diamond. Many flames. Crushed by many flames, and this is ending. They've been found guilty, and they're being dealt with very aggressively. We've got an exit plan. They need an exit plan. They got caught up in a whirlwind with this just another notch in the headboard story. You're not supporting them anymore. They're struggling. They want forgiveness. They're grieving. It didn't work out the way they had planned. This weed seed. They're not telling the whole truth. They made things very rocky for you with crazy drama, and they're having anxiety now. At a distance, they could be at a distance from you. They're reaching out, trying to connect with you, but you're leaving. This temperance angel, this judge or whoever this person is, they were lying about this temperance angel being in balance in their mind. They messed up this person so bad, and then they tried to lie. They didn't try to lie, they did lie. They don't know what to do because this temperance angel was not tempted by the devil. They didn't go out there and do stuff like that. They lied about it. They lied. Melancholy. Somebody is sad. They don't know what to do. This temperance angel was not tempted by the devil. Queen of Pentacles is here with the Hierophant. There's an utter defeat for these ones that was lying. This justice system or whatever that is. This is not funny. They cannot get in this temperance angel's space. Alone. They got to leave this person alone. They got to leave this gift alone. Stop messing with the gift. Your love is disconnecting from this tyrant here, and they're worried. This reflection doesn't want to face it. Soldier. It's a soldier, man. This isn't a lover. This is a lying ass, fraudulent person. Making conflict with the high priestess temperance angel, who stood up for themselves, are limitless abundant beings. The secrets are out, the truth is revealed. They could not bring this high priestess to ruin. The Hierophant is here. Servant. This is a servant of the Most High. They committed fraud against this person in the hope to get their power. They could not empty their cup. This person they could not bury this person in the shadows. This person has gifts of the soul that benefit themselves and others. Look, and they're a sweetheart. A sweetheart may be getting impatient to move forward. In this Chariot, there is star, a temperance angel star high priestess. Very loving sweetheart. Has their freedom from these liars who were using love as an escape. They've escaped this liar, this reflection. Love. They were lying about your love. You are love. Excitement and freedom in your Chariot. You got the Ace of Swords here. You know the truth about this lazy liar. You're moving on. You're healing. You got reunited here. You're grateful. You have gratitude. You're grateful for this reunion. The dark side is getting a message. The dark side is getting a message. There's negotiations. They're experiencing scarcity. We've got a King of Wands here, a natural leader. who knows the truth about this deception, or they could be deceiving, casting an illusion. But you know the truth about your commitments and needs. Making a journey. Somebody, Queen of Swords in the reverse. This liar is, this devil is in, is bitter. There's a financial collapse. They have to accept what they cannot change. They're confused. They're very childish about your fortune. They're confused about your fortune. They're losing everything. You get it very swiftly. It might be coming to this Queen of Cups. And her Two of Cups and Lovers union here is bringing about a defeat to this abuse. They know there's no greater goal than to love. There's no neglect. They're like diamonds. Things have been very hard. We've got friends here. Lover. Friends and lover. This foe is sighing about your house. They're sighing because this wife is cheerful, very happy. It could be a surprise. There's a surprise coming. Somebody is a widower because this reunion has happened and they're sick over your faithfulness. There's a wedding here. It's a faithful wedding. You're faithful to your wedding, and it could be you're waiting on the Lord, or the Lord is waiting. We've got a celebration here. There's joyfulness regarding wealth, money, and somebody's in despair and they're going to prison. We've got hope. Hope. The enemy has hope. They're a merchant, a pleasure seeker. They owe the merchant. Oh, they're going to have constant, because of constant misfortune that they've been bringing to the innocent. They've been offering a service to bring constant misfortune to the innocent people or person. They're getting a letter. They're lying. They were lying. Justice in the reverse, and there's death here. This is over. They could be getting the death penalty. This priest and this old woman for messing with people's minds who have wings, who have earned their wings. They felt themselves, what is that word? They thought that they had more value than this person, and apparently, you know, these ones are all, what, 33rd degree or whatever, but apparently this sweetheart, high priestess, temperance angel, star is 49th degree. And they all knew that, but they lied hard. And it looks like the Most High is here straightening that out. They screwed up, man. They screwed up. They lied. They tried to force this temperance angel into the snake's den, and it didn't work out. They were trying to mess with this person's mind, and they lied about it. I heard somebody say, we thought they were insane. No, man, it was just bad stuff. We got vengeance in the reverse. Temperance angel didn't take vengeance. They're sad because they didn't seek revenge. They didn't harbor any malice. Empathy. They have to leave this person alone. They have to leave this gift alone. This empath. They're in an utter defeat. They're getting disconnected from the love. They're worried. This tyrant is worried, and this reflection doesn't want to face it regarding this soldier, right? Unfriendly in the reverse. You're not unfriendly. They can't get revenge on you. They tried to get revenge on a sweetheart based on lies. And they were punishing somebody who is innocent, somebody who is friendly. a servant of the Most High. The truth is revealed. They committed fraud against this sweetheart in the past. They could not empty the cup. This person is not a shadow dweller. They possess gifts of the soul that benefit them and others. These ones lied on this person because they wanted to trap these gifts of the soul. They wanted to trap this sacred wisdom that this high priestess has. They wanted to trap this star, but the star has freedom and they're in their chariot leaving. Look, this is an imposter. We've got an imposter. This is a reflection. Somebody's been out there pretending to be this high priestess, temperance angel. They were lying. Using love as an escape. Or maybe love has allowed you an escape. This imposter. Excitement and freedom. You've got a victory here because the truth is here. You know about this lazy person. You're healing. It's time for you to heal, to move on. The dark side is getting the message. There's a reunion here. You're grateful for life. You've got your health. You've got your health. Somebody may be concerned about their health. Maybe that's a message they're going to get. Negotiations and balancing. They're experiencing scarcity, or there's something going on about this foundation. You've got a King of Wands here trying to cast illusions, or maybe they're being deceptive, but you know the truth. You know the truth here. And you're committed to what? Having your needs met. We've got greed. Somebody's pursuing wealth and power with no regard for ethical or moral boundaries. These ones were committed to destroying your needs, and it's right here in the environment. There's a King of Wands here casting an illusion. They're being deceptive. They're being deceptive, but you know the truth. They want a commitment. They were committed to making sure that your needs weren't met because they're greedy. Yeah, they wanted everything that you are and that you possess and that you can manifest because they're greedy. Queen of Swords reversed, an overly bitchy, cold-hearted, and cruel, lying imposter, devil, losing the money. They have lost the Ten of Pentacles. They need to accept what they cannot change. They're confused. They're childish. They're being childish regarding your fortune. We've got laugh. We've got laugh. You might be laughing. You're happy. They're upset. Very swiftly, the Queen of Cups is coming together here with their soulmate. There's this abuse has been defeated. This conflict has been defeated by this union. They're successful. They know there's no greater goal than to love. They're friendly. They're lover. They're a diamond. There's no neglect here. And we've got dishonesty. Somebody may be trying to lie. There may be some, yeah, we got date. There may be somebody lying, seeking a date here. Trying to entertain themselves. They're envious of your growth. They're coming in with an apology because they need a safe space. They got secret plans which are negative. So they need to check in with an honest person so that they can sabotage you and then brag about venting all their bullshit back on you. It's their work. They're obligated. They feel obligated to work with you. They're desperate. So you've got somebody here, it looks like, that once they've been defeated, but they're coming in, they want to be your lover, but it's a dishonest date. It's a liar. They're coming in hot and heavy, and they're lying. Whoever this person is not your real person. They call it exact edge definition. Right when you're, so you've got the Two of Cups and you've got the Lovers here. So there is somebody here that is a failure when it comes to unions. And you're successful in your union. But you've got a dishonest date here, and then you've got a friend who is a lover, who isn't neglectful. You got right here in the outgoing energy, you got both people here, the good one and the bad one. They're not able to exact revenge on you because you did not go to the south node. You did not go to the, you weren't tempted by the snake, and that's good news. You have a miracle. Queen of Pentacles could be a protectress here with the Hierophant. This is not funny. These people are in an utter defeat. They cannot get in the space of this gift, this empath. They have to leave this empath alone. There's an investigation happening and there's evidence as to what they've been doing. They're getting disconnected from this person's love, from Temperance High Priestess's love. They're a tyrant, they're cold, they're worried, they're a reflection. They don't want to face it. They're a soldier, and look, they bullied somebody who wasn't hostile. They bullied somebody who was friendly. They were not an unfriendly person. They were not seeking revenge. They were not tempted by the snake. They lied. This judge or this justice system lied. They bullied somebody who was not unfriendly. They created conflict with this high priestess who stood up for themselves, an abundant, limitless being who can manifest whatever they want. The secrets are revealed, and they could not bring ruin to this servant, this friendly servant of the Most High. They're having sweet dreams. Somebody, this trickster, they're trying to commit fraud in order to gain power, but they were not able to empty the vessel or the cup of this sweetheart. They are not stuck in the shadows. They have gifts of the soul that benefit them and others, and they might be being a little impatient. We've got the past, still haven't gotten over what occurred in the past. We've got fortune telling, stepping into your fate, 3 of Wands, moving forward, Chariot, departure. The Star has gained their freedom, and you got a dishonest imposter here playing at love. They might be coming in trying to say that they're love, but this is an imposter. Look, family. So right here, you've got the true, and then you've got this dishonest imposter. They're right here in the near future, and they are also in the outgoing energy. You've got both of them here at the same time. Excitement, freedom, you're in your chariot, you know the truth about this liar. It's time for you to heal, to move on, to focus on your health. This dark side is getting the message regarding this reunion and this gratitude for the blessing. So they're trying to negotiate. They're in scarcity. There's a King of Wands here. It looks to me like he's casting an illusion. He was casting illusions. He's being deceptive here with an honest person, because he needs his needs met and he's being greedy. There's a journey here. He wants your high value. He wants your stuff. He's pretending that he's loyal, but it's a deception. We've got Queen of Swords in the reverse, bitchy and cold-hearted, Devil. 10 of Pentacles reversed. They've lost the money. They need to accept the things that cannot change. You're happy. You're coming into your fortune. They're confused. They're very childish about this magic. Very swiftly, something is happening for the Queen of Cups here. And there's no fright. You've got a dishonesty, and then you've got a friend who is a lover that isn't bringing any neglect to this diamond, but there's something hard. You could be hard as a diamond. You know there's no greater goal than to love. Somebody's coming forward with a lie. They want a date. They're bound to their commitments. You're not afraid of them. You're not afraid of this third wheel masked enemy. You're not afraid of them. You have your alliances, and you have reached the top of the hill. You've graduated. They can't hold you back. That's a vow. It's a promise between you and spirit. These ones are sick because they're being confined over the conflict that they brought to you. This is a big old fiasco here. They're cursed. They cursed themselves by doing that. They thought it was a great idea to curse you. And so now and then rob you. So now they're getting cast away. The robber is getting cast away. cast right out of your real estate. They're getting rejected right out of your real estate. Get out of the territory, because the collaboration for eternal love has persevered. You got to get out of there. You got to go. You might be daydreaming about this, sweetheart. Maybe you are dreaming about your future. And somebody here they're lonely and they're furious. They're a dishonest imposter. And now they're having risk. They're at risk because of the history, because of what they've done in the history. And they're overloaded and overwhelmed because you're stable. Because you are stable and this is the conclusion of this. Pull this one real quick. So somebody lied, this vampire lied about this temperance angel who's got a miracle here. They were trying to say that they were not balanced in the mental body. They didn't seek revenge. They're not able to get revenge. They don't know what to do. This temperance angel was not tempted by the snake. They're sad about it. Whoever this judge is, trauma bond. They trauma bonded with this temperance angel, trying to get them stuck and tempted with this snake, but it didn't work out. They were not able to get revenge on them. Queen of Pentacles is here with the Hierophant. There's evidence of what's going on. And these ones are in utter defeat. This is not funny. They have to stay out of the space of this gift, this empath. Leave them alone. These people who are this person who cares for themselves. This tyrant is getting disconnected from your love. They're worried about it. This reflection is a simp doing the most for those who care the least. They're a soldier. They're fighting for this person. And they were bullying somebody who's a friendly person, a temperance angel, high priestess star. Petty conflict with the high priestess. Stood up for themselves, abundant, limitless being. The secrets are exposed. The truth is revealed. They could not bring ruin to this high priestess. This is a servant of the Most High God, and they are friendly, and they're having sweet dreams, and this person is jealous. So whoever was trying to create conflict or did create conflict for this temperance angel, star high priestess, is jealous. That's all it is. This is a reflection, a dishonest imposter. Bullying a beautiful sweetheart. Legend. A beautiful sweetheart legend walking into their fate. Moving forward with the Chariot, the star has gained their freedom. You've got a dishonest imposter using love as an emotional escape. We've got love here for the family. This is a fashion witch. A fashion witch coming in trying to lie. Trying to play, this is an imposter. They're trying to step in as your family, as your star, as your, so they're triggered. They're very triggered that you maybe love and your family has given you an escape. Shadow, a demon, dark side, getting the message. There is a reunion here and you're grateful for it. You are a blessing. You know the truth of this. You're in your chariot. You're going. This shadow demon is a lazy mofo. Dealing with some stress here. They're having some scarcity. There's a King of Wands who's a natural leader. It says he's loyal, but he's dealing with illusions and deception, or he's trying to spin them out. You're a high value person. You're an honest person. You might be going on a journey. Somebody was committed to ignoring your needs out of greed. You're a billionaire. You could be a multi-billionaire, have a millionaire status. They wanted your money. They still do. They want to gain a commitment because they see your high value. You've got a lover coming in on both sides. On both sides. You've got a 2 of Cups and a Lovers here. So you've got the real deal and the other deal. They're trying to walk exact edge definition. You're going to be presented with 2 options. One is a dishonest date, and the other one is a friendly lover. You're not afraid. This devil is doing magic. They've lost to a starseed. They were doing magic on a starseed to gain their fortune, their billionaire status. What do we got here? What do we got here? Influencer. You may be an influencer. You're not afraid. Somebody's going to come in. They're a liar. They're dishonest. They may want to date. They may come in and act friendly. Or you've got both of them there. You're an oracle. And you know the red flags. You're a unicorn. You're special. And you're telling those who are triggered by you to go get effed. You've got the land back. You've got the land back, and you've got love bombing, gaslighting cult leader trying to create a conspiracy theory about an empath. This vampire wants a status of privilege. Maybe they do have some. It could be that it's being announced that this troll is a real bitch. Feral, narcissistic, snack. Maybe they're the new fodder. Black square. The black square, those who do the least to gain the most are being told to stay in their own lane. Stay out of here. Do not get in the energy of this empath gift. Do not get in the energy of this gift. I'm going to go ahead and leave this one here. I hope that it clarifies something that you already intuitively knew, and I will see you on the next one, everybody. Bye.